Well, hello there. Welcome back to another episode of Thick AF.
Hey, y'all.
How's it going?
Happy to be back.
Yes, very happy to be back here with you guys today to talk about some cool things. We have some social media stuff to talk about with you guys today because, you know, I love social media. I'm just kidding. I hate it.
I was going to say,
are you social media? What? Not my favorite. But to kick it off, Sarah's got an FMK for us today.
Yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and, fuck, marry, kill some forms of social media. Facebook, Instagram, and the good old TikTok.
I will kill all those and go Snapchat.
That's so true. You are. Okay, so I'm a Snapchat person also. And every time I'm with my sister, Jerry, she always is like, you need to move to Instagram. You need to move to Instagram. And I'm just like, but it's like so much easier to just get on Snapchat.
Instagram, you have to do all the things, like all that extra stuff.
And like go up to your photo in the corner and press the plus button. Like it's a whole thing.
Yeah, and like people are doing these reels, and I'm like, I don't even know how to do that. Like, no, I don't even want to learn.
We have reels on our Instagram.
Snapchat is so much easier.
So we know who does that.
Yeah, I don't do that. Sarah does that stuff. I mean, I'm sure I could figure it out, but like I see these people that have they'll have I was looking at the one where the Tom Brady guy was in his underwear, his little thirst trap picture or whatever.
The Tom Brady guy?
Yeah, the Tom Brady guy. That guy, whoever he is. And he's like, some other guy is like commenting on it, and he has himself like in the front, like, but he's got Tom Brady in the back, like on a green screen. And I was thinking, I'm like, is he in the background? Like, does he have an actual green screen behind him, or is this like a filter that did he create his own filter to do that? Like, how do you do that?
TikTok has a green screen filter, so then you can post things like from your phone. So like, let's just.
So did he do that? That was on Instagram. So did he do it on TikTok?
I mean, there very well could be something like that on Instagram too, but I know that there's one on TikTok. So like, let's be hypothetical and say you and I got into like some kind of texting war or whatever. If I wanted to post like some video on TikTok or whatever, I could use the green screen filter and like pull up text messages and be like, here are my receipts.
Yeah, I've seen that stuff, and I'm like, I don't know how they do that.
Yeah. So it's a whole filter.
Yeah, I mean,
you could create a filter and sell it to TikTok or like whatever. Like the filters are created all the time, different kind of, like app
right, but then I would have to like learn how to code, which
sure.
They're teaching children of the age of 0. Like, you pop out today and you know how to code. Like, they teach you in the womb, I think.
Stop.
So, anyway, but if I really had to do the FMK for that, so let me go back to that. So, I would marry TikTok but that's only because I've never been able to date TikTok, and TikTok is like
elusive for
yeah,
you.
It's like, ooh, TikTok. So, I'm not allowed to have TikTok. I did have it for like a day. And then my job was like, because I have like work stuff on my phone, and my phone is like managed by, it has like stuff on it. Anyways, it's a whole thing. I can't have it because they think that China is going to like hack into our medical records or something like that. So I'm not allowed to have TikTok on my phone.
I think is crazy because you also have a work cell phone.
Right, but my work cell phone, so there's a whole thing with the work cell phone. You have to, for an iPhone to work, you have to put an Apple ID. So I had to create a separate Apple ID for my work. But you have to put in credit card information. And I'm not putting my personal credit card information for my work phone to be able to like put apps on my phone. So I can't put anything on there. And also, I don't carry my work phone everywhere. I leave my work phone, like, unless I'm traveling or like go somewhere and I need to like work somewhere else. I leave it at home because I'm not trying to work when I'm not working. Yeah. But if I do need to see my email for my work, I like to have it on my personal phone. So that's why I do have that. And so that is why I can't download TikTok, because they have created that policy. But anyway, so once they get off of that, I will love TikTok, but I will also hate it. It'll be a love-hate relationship because I will be addicted and I will do nothing but be on TikTok. And it's all the same stuff, though. The problem is that every video is exactly the same, but you get addicted to it.
It's literally
like Chinese. I don't know if it's because they're trying to to distract us from what's actually really happening in the world, which is fine because, honestly, I don't really care about all the other stuff. As long as I'm not dead and dying and I can like
my God.
buy eggs for $5
Okay.
a carton. But
Well,
yeah, so
that's literally not true. But anyways,
they are $5 now for 12.
I'm not talking about the
Okay.
eggs. I'm talking about every video being the same.
They're pretty much the same. It's like every person is like
they're not.
doing the same dance that somebody else did.
It's literally not even about dances anymore.
I know it's not about dances anymore, but
quarantine TikTok. We are gone from there.
Yeah, but it's not the dances. It's all this other stuff that is like, it's all the same. It's like somebody having, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 in the background with somebody popping a pimple or something.
Okay, but it's like not though.
Yes, it is. It like is. It like is. Yeah. Okay. So, but I would marry TikTok because it's like elusive. And then I would kill Facebook because I really hate Facebook because do you know what Facebook is? It's a bunch of people, excuse me. It's a bunch of stay-at-home Karens getting on there, and maybe they're not staying home and maybe they're not Karens. And I guess I'm not supposed to say Karen anymore because that is like whatever the word is. I need to be more woke and not say Karen. But all they do is they put pictures of their babies and then they write a 17-page dissertation about like why their child likes to eat peas for breakfast. And I'm like, I don't care about that. Like, I want back in the day, remember back in the day when Facebook was, hey, what's your status? Or what are you doing right now? Or something. What was it? It was like something like that. And you'd be like, Emily is ... taking a bath. And it would be like that simple. It wasn't like Emily is and 10 paragraphs to read. And I'm like, I don't have time for this. Also, if you want to write a paragraph, just do a voice text, like, so I don't have to read it. My eyes are hurting. So kill Facebook and Instagram. I would marry. I mean, fuck Instagram. Yeah.
Okay.
What about you? Sorry, that was a long one.
It was.
But I have lots of feelings and thoughts about.
Well, I love
media.
TikTok, and because you don't have TikTok and I do, I totally disagree with everything you just said.
I don't. I think Instagram's the same too.
They are quite similar now, but I like TikTok a little bit better. But I mean, your For You page is what they call it, like kind of what comes up on your feed. It's curated by the things that you like. So
basically I like all the same things and that's why I keep seeing the same stuff.
Yeah, except for you don't have TikTok, so you're not seeing
right, but
shit.
I see all these Instagram things where people like put their TikToks from TikTok on Instagram. They're all basically the same.
Okay. Anyway, I'm marrying TikTok because I love it. And then I'm actually probably fucking Instagram too and killing Facebook. Like, I used to be a big Facebook person and I really liked it a lot. And I was definitely one of those that like put the statuses out there. Cause like when your memories come up, it'll say you have a memory with this person, that person, the other person. You don't ever get on Facebook, so you don't know this, but you'll have memories pop up and you can go click on it and it'll scroll. I mean, all the way back to like 2007, like when I was very first on Facebook, and it'll say, it just the dumbest stuff. Like, it's so funny. Goes dating. That was when I like had, 2008, the beginning of 2008 was when I like first moved to Birmingham and so it'd be like, Sarah is with the boy and our pups for the weekend. Blech. So stupid.
I loved Facebook back then. It was so much more simple. Like, I don't even think you could put pictures on it. Like, you couldn't do all that. I mean, you could. But like
you could put pictures,
you
but
didn't
it
like
wasn't,
post a bunch
it was
of like
creating albums.
Yeah, and it would be like Emily is going to whatever party.
Yeah,
it was so much more simple back in the day.
I agree with that. And now, like, it not only is it what you said it was about these like people and their children or whatever. Which I mean, if you want to post about your kids, go ahead. Whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. But like, I don't want to read 20 pages. I'm
but
gonna skip through that.
I also don't want to read 20 pages of your baby mama drama
or your political views,
yes.
or you being pissed off that Auburn won.
Like, go get a journal and journal
exactly.
that.
Go to
don't
therapy.
Put it on the Yes, don't put it on the internet.
Yeah, no,
don't do that.
Yeah, like when oh man, I remember a long time ago. I won't say who, but you probably know who they are. This guy like that we knew, they got married to this girl that we also know, and I think she or he, one of them cheated. And then the other one got on Facebook and like wrote all this stuff about the girl being like a hoe and like I think like posted all the, and then like everybody saw it. And then like the next day it was like taken down and we were like, oh snap, we can't believe you did that. Like if you were going to get in your feelings, you do not get on social media. Just don't get on it.
No,
go
I mean,
call
it's
your
like-
best friend.
Yes.
And
It's
like go to the
email
bar.
at work 10
Yeah.
second rule. If what you're going to put
Yeah.
on Facebook is going to make you cringe one day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year later, don't do it. If it can somehow come back to haunt you in the future because you said something ignorant or racist or just plain mean about somebody, don't do it.
Yeah. It's
Just
messed
wait.
up.
Take a beat. Go for a walk.
Or just anything, doesn't even have to be ignorant or racist. Just anything dumb. Dumb and
Well,
ignorant is different.
I mean, I agree with that, but I mean, you can't fix stupid.
Well, I think you can. Education, education, education.
Well, sure, you can try to do that, but what if somebody doesn't want to be educated? Then you can't fix stupid.
Well, you can try to fix it. Let's look. But maybe. Yeah, I get you. I get you though. I get you. I feel you. Okay. So anyway, so yeah, so back in the days of Facebook being like simple and you told people what you were doing at the moment. We didn't have to deal with like, okay, so hold on. Let me go back. We as children did not have social media.
Correct.
Social media, so like Facebook, actually, excuse me. What was first? MySpace?
Well,
Or was Facebook first?
AOL Messenger, AIM Messenger.
Oh my
was
gosh,
first. That is,
AIM
that
was
is
the
legit
bomb.
the first because that was.
But
where,
that's not really social media, I guess.
Yeah, it is. How
That's
you were
like
chatting
messaging.
with? Yeah, but you're chatting with other people. You're
That's like
friends
email,
with
though.
people. No, it isn't. It's a like chat. It would
I know,
be
but it was
as
AOL.
If you just had Facebook Messenger. Yeah, but
Do you remember getting in chat rooms?
Yeah, but hear me out on this. AIM, whatever you want to call it, AOL Instant Messenger. You could put away messages up, and that's where people like got super emo.
Yes,
after
you
like
could.
a breakup,
They'd be
and
like,
put song
I'm
lyrics
crying.
in there.
Oh, the
And
song
all
lyrics. Yeah, I did that
swooshy,
too.
Swoopy,
And it
like
was like,
dashes and stuff.
We would listen to like Fallout Boy and
Yes,
stuff.
Yellow Card. Oh my gosh, all the emo
I'm going
things.
down, down in an earlier round. Sugar wood going. Oh my god, I'm the worst. But yeah,
But
what?
it's so emo. But also, it was like the era of like you weren't really trolling people. You were like cryptically like throwing shade. But with like a song lyric. So like I could see, let's just say Emily's mad at me and she puts this, away message up. It's like the worst anxiety in the world. And you're like, is that about me? Is it about so-and-so? Who's it about? Because, nobody was brave enough back then to like call you out because
Like,
this was brand new for
and you
us.
didn't have the @ symbol to like tag people.
Yeah.
You couldn't like tag anybody.
I mean, it was brand new. And so nobody really knew what to do with it. So people just kind of started like the song.
and then you would
lyrics.
be like, ooh, is she breaking up with so-and-so?
Yeah.
And this was back in the day when we didn't have anything to do except for go to school and then come home at 3:00 and, go to football
Or like
games.
hang out with your friends. But this was also when like we didn't have cell phones. So like you're
Oh,
calling
shoot.
landlines.
We had to
and-
do it on our computers.
And
we didn't really all have laptops. We had to get on like a desktop.
100%.
I was on a desktop
my desktop
computer.
was in my living room. My mom put it
We're
in the living
so
room.
old.
I
It's
know.
so bad.
It was so crazy. But it was also like when you had like secret three-way calling, before like cell phones and like putting people
Oh my
on
God.
speaker existed. So like somebody would call you and be like, Emily, so-and-so has a crush on you. Do you like them? And you could be like, no, or yeah, and that person is on the phone with the other one.
Oh,
and
because you're on a landline?
Yeah.
Like star 69 and 67. Yeah. Lord have mercy. I do remember that. So me and my friend Lindsay Jones, who we were like best friends, we used to stay on chat rooms. She had in her bedroom. Her computer was in her bedroom, and we would be on the chat rooms until like 4:00 in the morning all the time, talking to random people, like so many random people. Like we would and we would pretend,
Do you
ASL.
remember? That's exactly what I was just going to
Age,
say.
sex, location. And we'd be like 17, female, and California. And we'd be like, nah, really, we're like 12. And we're female, and we live in Alabama. This is so bad.
So
oh my
bad.
God. Oh man, this is like nostalgia.
That's like it is, but also the beginning of like child predators. Gross.
Lord, yeah, that's true. It was, yeah, but also, the problem is that when you're a child, when I was a child, we wanted the attention of older people, so we would be like, "Ooh, we're gonna tell them that we're 17," and that's a freaking lie, and so nobody knows that they're predators or predatory. I don't know. What do you?
I don't
preying
okay.
on yes nobody knows that they're preying on a 12-year-old like in their house with their parents sitting next to them in the living room.
Yeah,
so that's crazy.
I mean, I'm not giving any cushion to any child predators, but
yeah, so we had the AIM, we had the chat rooms, but then
MySpace came along,
right? And okay, so did you have a MySpace?
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure my MySpace is still out there. And did you change so remember when you could, so I learned how to like kind of code in the background and all the stuff, and I don't know how to do it anymore, but I had like the little people, what were they, like little girls that were like, they had like cute shoes and they like sparkled and stuff. I could put them in the background or whatever.
Yes.
I don't know what they were called. They were called something, but like you could do all kinds of stuff. And I put like my picture back there and all this stuff. And I
changed my background all the time.
Same.
All the time. I changed my top 8 all the time.
This was also back when I had blonde hair, which is wild and I was really tan, so I was like a photo negative. It was like I had really white teeth because I bleached my teeth all the time. I was super tan because I went to the tanning bed like every single day. Like I was tanorexic, and I'm gonna probably get skin cancer. That's really sad. And then I had highlighted my hair so much that it was so blonde that I literally looked like a photo negative. These are the trends from back then. This is terrible.
Oh, 100%.
Like what
and
the
like
heck?
the very first like clip-in hair extensions that we didn't know how to blend those things.
Oh no. My haircut was like Kristen Cavallari from the OC.
Yes,
it looked just like that. Like very like choppy, like highlights, that kind of thing.
I did not color my hair until after I finished my freshman year of college.
Oh, that's a really good.
I had very, very long hair when I was in high school, and after my freshman year of college, I let one of my best friends, Sarah, through a pull-through cap, bleach my hair.
Oh no, was it bad?
No, it wasn't that bad. It could have been way worse. I mean, we didn't have
those pull-through caps give me like anxiety.
It looks like nasty spaghetti when you take the thing off. It's gross. But it didn't look that bad. But at the end of that summer, I cut all of my hair off, and it looks so cute. It was probably about as short as it is right now. But I was skinnier then, so I think I looked cuter.
Well, everybody.
Now I feel like I'm a 12-year-old again.
No, you're not. I can't even tell that your hair's short right now, the way that it's styled. But so, do you remember? Live Journal? Did you ever have a Live Journal?
No.
Oh my gosh! So I had a Live Journal. Let me just tell you the story. Dang, I was emo, and it wasn't even like good emo. Like I think that I can look. I'm pretty sure I can look it up. Like I should find one later and read it to you guys, because it was bad. And I got in trouble because I think I called some people out on my it was my journal, and it was a Live Journal. I didn't know anybody else was reading it, but I said some like really mean, I don't think it was me,
it's
but
Live
I said
Journal. How do you know that?
Literally nobody got on the internet, and there was like 3 people I knew that had a Live Journal back then. Because like it was like 3 people it was like Mary Catherine McAnally, me, and like this other girl, and it was like we were the emo people that wrote in our Live Journal, and I was just dumb. And so, but I got like, I think somebody said something, it was like my sorority. I was in a sorority in high school. And I can't remember exactly what happened, but I think I said something about like, I don't know what I said, this one girl, and I got in trouble for it. It was not good. My mom always told me, and she told me this before I did this, don't ever put anything in writing. Like, if you're going to do something bad, don't do it in writing. So, like...
Write it, regret it, say it, forget it.
Well, but yeah, so LiveJournal was wild. I'm going to try to find that because I'm pretty sure you can still look it up. Emily Crampsey LiveJournal. You guys, if you want to read it, it's really bad. Just don't judge. I was like 14. Oh, Lord have mercy. So yeah, that was good. But yeah, we didn't have to deal with like, I mean, I guess we did, but like back in the day, we didn't have like social media when we were children. So like nowadays, I don't know what age you get a cell phone. Like, I guess it depends on your parents, but we didn't get cell phones until like what, high school?
I did not get my own personal cell phone until 3 days after I graduated from high school.
But it wasn't a smartphone.
No, I was 18 years old. And so through the whole entire my high school career, I borrowed my mom's cell phone if I went somewhere. Like if she was going to be home, she gave me her phone because we had a landline to call. So it used to be so funny because I lived in a town that had 2 colleges in it. And I mean, she wasn't really giving me a phone until like I had my driver's license and I was like bebopping around on the weekends on my own and stuff like that. But this was mostly my senior year of high school, but during the week when she had her own phone back, because it was hers, not mine, she would get text messages
from all
and
your
phone
friends.
calls. Yeah. And, she would answer the phone and because, I mean, names were in there or whatever. And she would answer the phone and she'd be like, Sarah doesn't have the phone right now.
Well, that's how it had to happen. Like, sorry, don't call. Like, oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Well, but like that would be embarrassing nowadays. Like, sorry, 100%. Sarah doesn't have her phone. Like, what? Like,
but that was like the norm back then, though. And everybody that like I was hanging out with, like, they knew what was up. Like, it wasn't a secret. I wasn't trying to act like it was my phone.
There was a lot of people, I'm sure, that were like that. Yeah, I remember getting like cell phones, but I got this one cell phone. My dad I don't know, he got me this cell phone and it was like one of the first ones that could play. It was like an iPod, but it was like a Samsung or something, or I don't know what it was. And you could like download a ton of music on it and like stream music. And I was like, this is the best. Or maybe not stream and download and stream. I think, I don't know if you could stream back then, but the terminology, what is it called? What do we say? Semantics. But it got stolen, and I was so pissed. I was so upset. But remember, okay, so we had flip phones, and then we had those phones that like kind of slide up like this, and then we had Blackberries. But you couldn't get on like social media on those, and we didn't get iPhones or like smartphones with like the big screens with social media and all the apps and things until like late college.
Oh yeah, like 2008, 9, 10.
Yeah, so like wow. We made it for a long time.
I think I was probably close to 24 or 25 years old when I had my first iPhone.
I can't remember when I got mine.
And the reason why was because when I got my phone, my dad put me on their plan. Because if we were on a family plan, I could talk to them whenever. Finally, I was like, I want an iPhone. And they didn't have iPhones back then. And my dad and Connie. And so they were like, we're not paying for a data plan for you. Like,
oh yeah. Oh my God. I forgot you had to pay for a data
plan. Yeah. So I had to pay for my own data plan and stuff. And I got off their plan at that point because I was not willing to wait on them to
I would have just been like, here, like, I'll give you $20.
Oh, I said I was going to do that. They didn't want to mess with me.
Yeah, I know. I feel like my parents would have been like, nope, I don't believe you. Actually, my parents would have been like, okay, and then I never would have paid them, and then they would never have said anything,
not have been living
really
at
sad,
home
and then I would have felt bad about it. So
I may not have been living at home at that point. So I mean, I understand them saying no to that, but even now, which I mean, granted, there's not been many times in the last handful of years that like they've given me like money for anything and I've had to pay them back. They don't even have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, none of it. They ain't got nothing. I keep trying to tell them. It makes me mad.
I've been my dad. They go to Costco, and my mom, like today, my mom sent me pictures of this stuff, and I was like, buy it for me, and then I'll like Venmo dad. Like, I Venmo my dad.
Oh, I Venmo my mom. She's coming down here. She's staying with me when she's in Birmingham, and then she's going to Mobile to my sister's, and they're gonna stay in an Airbnb. So I've booked like 7,000 Airbnbs in the last month. And so as soon as I book it, Dawn Venmos me, and she's a good lady like that, so she knows what's up. And Charles and Connie they'd get some money. You know, I mean, not that they like give us money, but like it would be an easy way for me to send them money if
Right.
I needed to.
Yeah, it's so much easier
just
than
get
having
on
to
there.
like me
Yeah.
like maybe let me go to the bank. Do you know how long it
I never
honestly
have
the bank is just
cash.
right there, but I'm like, I don't have time to go to the bank. Like it takes like however long to
If
get there.
I'm being honest, I actually probably still owe them like $30 or $40 because I had to get a tire patched, and I'm pretty sure my dad paid for it. But I forgot because I would have sent you a Venmo. I
Oh
don't
my
have
God.
cash.
At this point, I probably owe my parents like $1 quadrillion because they've paid for so many things and I don't even know.
Well,
But like my mom loves, she like, I think she wants to, maybe sometimes she doesn't, but like, you know, she's like, oh, well, let me, and my dad will be like, oh, are you going to let me pay for this? And I'm like, no, dad, he'll like, we'll go to the gas station and I'll be driving and he'll like get his card out to give to me. And I'm like, dad, this is my car. I'm 35 years old. I will pay for my own gas. Thank you. But honestly, I kind of want to take your credit card and pay for the gas because you're offering, but like, I feel bad about it.
I wouldn't.
No, I don't take it, but like, I want to.
I wouldn't feel bad about it.
Oh, you wouldn't feel bad about it?
No.
No, he's paid for it sometimes. Like if we've
How
gone on like a
often
trip
do you
or something.
see your parents? It's not enough for it to like add up. Let your dad pay for gas.
Look, my dad pays for more than enough for me. He is so generous. He really is. And do you know, honestly, he should be happy because he hasn't had to pay for a wedding for me. And do you know how expensive those are? Like I'm like, can you guys like give me a check for the money that you would have spent for my wedding? Because
well, at least
I think we're past that point.
Yeah, but
and like that could go towards like my house or like something
that's where I'm at.
I don't know.
That
like
is where
that would
I'm
be
at.
so much better. So hey, mom and dad, can I get some cash? Just kidding. I'm just kidding, but not really.
I'm seriously there. I don't want like a wedding or any of that. It's not my thing. I would much rather have a check for a down payment on a house.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got lucky with me. They didn't have to pay for a wedding. And like, I mean, they had 2 boys that got married and whatever. I don't know. They have to pay for what they have to pay for with that. But like, you know, I'm a cheapo. I mean, they did pay for college, but like, that's a lot. That is a lot. Anyway. Okay. So how, I just don't understand how like kids today make it with their social media. So like have trolls and like people telling other people to like kill themselves. Like, I think that's like a thing.
Oh, 100% it is.
And they'll be like, oh, you should just go ahead and kill yourself. Because
and it's happened.
I know. It's wild.
It's scary.
That's really scary.
I mean, that terrifies me. Like, I'm not super sold on having kids anyways. But if I were to have a child, that is terrifying to bring a child into the world that it is today. But then also know that, like, not only do they have to deal with, like, all the exterior, like, you know, interglobal type stuff, but like the social media is rough.
Right.
Kids are mean.
Well, it's already hard enough when you are in school and you have like bullies or like people that you like, you know, you're trying to keep up with like trends and whatever and try to be cool or whatever in school. But then you get home and you get online and it doesn't stop. And it's more people.
Yeah.
It's the entire world on the internet that can like bully you.
It's bad. I mean, I don't envy kids these days. You know, I think we all always, like, as kids, heard our parents being like, I had to walk, you know, uphill both ways.
My dad said that and he was a
snow.
liar. No, he didn't. He drove to school. He's a liar.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, that was our parents' struggle. And our struggle was, you know, we didn't have the internet and we had to like go to the library and actually like
you remember
write
that?
Quotations down, you know, in it for, you know,
I spent
what do you call it when you
hours at the
cite your
story,
cite a story or whatever?
Yeah, you had to like get it. You had to get your like, you had to check out your books and like, and you had to do it while you were there because some of those books are research books.
Oh yeah,
that you can't even get. Like
you can't leave the library with. But okay, so and now we're at like a catch-22 because everything is at our fingertips now. But would you have it any other way? Because I wouldn't. I would hate to grow up today. Like, take me back to 2000 when I was, you know, almost in high school. I'm cool with that. Don't put me in high school right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know because you know nobody knows any better. We know what we have. Like you don't like the people today don't know what we had then. We don't know what our parents had. So like honestly, I don't know. Like, I didn't have any problem with it, but that's because that's what I was stuck in. That's what we had, and that's what I knew. And this is what they know. But like, if I had to do it today, like, I would be like, I mean, I'm sure I would be fine because I would know it, but like, it's a lot.
I know. I just feel like I would, if I had kids, I would be like a psycho helicopter parent that wouldn't let my kids like do anything, and I would be up their butt about everything that's going on.
Yeah, you're not
in
allowed to
their
have kids.
phone
I'll be
and-
cool Aunt Emily, and I'll let them come stay at my house, and whenever they get drunk,
Oh
and you'll be like, Emily, I'm gonna kill you.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like you have to be just so vigilant now, and that, I mean, it kind of sucks. Like,
But you don't. I mean, you teach your children what is right and wrong, and what they should listen to and what they shouldn't listen to. Teach your children, and they will be able to make their own choice. They'll be able to make good choices and things like
well,
that.
and I don't even think it's about,
And
you know, teach them what to listen to or whatever. I also think that it's very much so about instilling in them that there's an open line of communication. And if you did something that isn't great or whatever, you can still come to me and we can talk about it and we can figure out
Exactly.
a resolution
Right.
to where, you know, maybe if something happens, also they don't think that suicide is the way out.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's wild. Like, there's a lot of stuff people are like getting like scammed. I saw something on the news the other day about like kids getting scammed with somebody getting on like Snapchat and asking for nude pictures, and then them sending it to them and then blackmailing them and saying that they needed like them to pay $800, or they were going to send it to their, you know, whoever, and then they started sending it to their parents. And I'm like, first of all, how'd they get your information and your parents' information? Like, that's wild. But like, I mean,
That
that's
happened
so
to
easy.
a girl that I knew. She went to the next high school over from me, and they had a large family, and so she had several older brothers and sisters, and one of her older sister's kids committed suicide because that exact thing happened to him.
Oh my God.
It was wild, and I can't even imagine. But I mean, I get random ads on Snapchat all the time, and if I don't know who they are, then I don't accept it.
Yeah, I don't
Because
either.
why?
Well, and that's the thing. It's that you know, and you can teach your children that, but like, in my opinion, there's no need to micromanage and helicopter parent our children. We need to have those conversations, like you're saying, and like teach them right and wrong, and teach them, but what is right and wrong? That's the question. But like, teach them how to handle situations like that, and who to go to if they have, and make them not afraid to come talk to you or to like authority,
Anybody. Yeah.
somebody that can help you. Yeah.
100% anybody. I mean, it doesn't, you know, can you tell, you know, your child over and over again that there's an open line of communication, you're not going to be upset, they're not going to be in trouble, you know, whatever. Yes, but also, you know, give them the opportunity to reach out to somebody else and, you know that that's okay too.
Yeah.
If it's not you,
Yeah.
they can go talk to Aunt Emily.
Exactly. So, yeah, so that was kind of deep, but you guys, you know, listen, Sarah and Emily are here for you guys. I'm talking is it third person? I don't know which person it is.
Yes.
I'm like 100 years removed from school. So, at this point I do have a master's degree, but not in English. So, so do you remember, Napster and like LimeWire? Yeah. And I don't know there was another one.
Listen, when my parents got divorced, one of the very first like presents, like when it was around anyways, that my dad got us for Christmas was a Gateway desktop computer.
One of the ones that came in a cow box,
Yes.
right? Yeah. Do they still have cow boxes?
I don't know.
That's so cool. I remember
But
those.
that
Yeah.
was like
the big ones.
Yeah, he created Hotmail email addresses for us, so he could
You have to
email
have like an
us.
entire room for just one computer, because
We had
it's
a
like a
little
big box, and then the big monitor takes up like two
we had
desks.
a computer stand, so it wasn't too terrible. But it was like a big deal, and
Yeah.
it was like super cool. But he created email addresses for us so he could talk to us or whatever. But I'm pretty sure that we murdered that desktop computer with all of our Napster and LimeWire bullshit. Listen, I was the queen of being patient and waiting for that
for it to
shit to download. Oh my God. And then burn it to a CD.
Oh my gosh,
Holy
I used to
shit.
download CDs, like burn a CD like every morning or every night not usually in the morning because I was always in a hurry, but like for the day, like just, oh, I need a new CD because we didn't have our iPhone or we did have iPods at one point.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I don't
know.
It was like later. Yeah. Though. So we would like burn CDs and then we got this like Lexus like sedan, and it had a 5-disc CD changer in it. And it was like down in the bottom. Like you had to literally turn the car off and like get inside the center console and like take the CD. So you had to pick your 5 CDs that you want to listen to. And then if you needed to change them, you had to like stop at a gas station and like do it, you know? So,
oh my gosh. When my parents were still married, my mom drove a Chevy Suburban, and they used to bring a TV and put it on the center console facing the back so my sister and I could watch movies in the car.
How did they plug it in?
I don't know.
They have like a generator in that thing?
I don't know.
That's hilarious.
I don't know if they had like some converter where it plugged into like
yes,
the cigarette
probably.
lighter
That's
or something
hilarious.
like that. But
they had cigarette lighters in cars back then, guys.
Yeah.
Just
I still have a cigarette lighter thing. Well, I have.
Do you really?
Not that will light an actual cigarette. But I have
that's
the
a little
plug
thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have one. I might.
I don't know. I do, but
oh yeah, I remember my mom used to use that cigarette lighter because she smoked all the time.
Dawn, I love you, but she won't get on an airplane. So like,
what?
She won't.
So is she driving here?
Yes.
No.
Every year
by herself?
No, Mitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mitch is my stepdad. Yeah, they've been married for like 20 years. Yeah,
I didn't know he was coming. I just thought it was just your mom.
Oh no.
Okay.
Mitchy Poo is coming.
Mitchy Poo Poo.
Yeah. No, he's coming. But
so is he going to be on the podcast too?
I mean, I think he'll be here, but I don't know that he wants to be on it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully he won't pull a Karen and be like, talk and then, hey, just saying.
No,
like,
we're going to have a serious conversation with them beforehand and be
yes,
like, if you can't sit in here and like, if you want to laugh,
whatever
that's
you
one
say
thing.
Is going to be on the internets for all the people to hear.
100,000%.
And you can't take it back.
I had that conversation with my mom the other day. I was like, listen, we keep talking about having you on the podcast. If you want to be on it, you can be on it. I said, but once we record, that's it.
Yeah.
You're done for.
I mean, unless you say something like real stupid, we'll take it out. But, you know. So, yeah. But,
they drive down here.
That's so exciting. I'm excited for them to come. I like burned a CD and then, I did paint pens. Did you do paint pens all over your CDs? I still have some in like a CD thing somewhere in storage, I think, where I would do like all the like colored paint pens, and then the paint pens would sit in the sun and like melt to something and like stick all over the place. Because
I didn't really care about that. I got a lot with permanent marker on it. I don't give a shit.
I was like cheerleader and like had to like make everything pretty.
No.
Like wrote on it with the paint pens, made it colorful. It was like a whole thing. I don't know how I had enough time to do all that stuff. No. I really don't.
And my senior year when I graduated, I was dating a guy who was a year younger than me, and I still have the burn CD that he made me in. It says 2006, let's get tasseled.
That's cute. That's so cute. Oh man, that takes me back. Like I just want to get in some of my emo. I used to listen to or watch like One Tree Hill and like all those like emo shows and like be like, what is this song? And like,
yes.
You couldn't do, what's it called? I was thinking, I probably did, what's that thing
Shazam.
called? Shazam. I probably Shazammed it. No, can't Shazam it. You gotta like, I don't even know how it, like get your get on
LimeWire and type like 4 verses.
You had to like write it down on a piece of paper while you're watching and then take it up to a humongous Gateway cow computer desktop and like type it in.
You want to know what's so funny is that Brandon said this to me last night or the night before. He was like, do you remember when like you had to sit down at a certain day at a certain time to watch your show?
Yes.
And if you missed any of it or you missed that episode,
you didn't get to see it.
Right. You were behind for like ever, and you might get lucky if it comes on a rerun, but
it probably
never
didn't.
know.
Yeah. Yes.
And if you had TiVo, you paid like $1 million for it.
Yeah, but TiVo didn't come out until later either, but because like, TiVo was like, yeah. I remember. That's wild. Like now I don't watch anything. I did watch the State of the Union thing, but like they don't even have the weather channel on YouTube TV. So
I don't have YouTube TV.
Like I have to get weather on your phone?
On my phone?
which is like not even cool because you can't see like, I don't know, just like not cool. The Weather Channel used to be so much better than it is today. The Weather Channel is like, now every time I get on the app, it's like, oh, pay for an upgrade. And I'm like, no, I'll get a different app.
You mad at the Weather Channel
yes.
now?
I'm like, shut up.
So speaking of channels, we've got, how did you ever do anything without YouTube tutorials?
I have no idea. We didn't do anything. We just
I
called a professional and had to pay for it.
Yeah. I mean, I just laugh because like I know how to fishtail braid. I don't know how to French braid, but I know how to fishtail braid.
That is so much harder, isn't it?
Because I watched a Lauren Conrad YouTube tutorial.
And can you do my hair? Fishtail it?
Yeah.
So I don't know how to do any braids.
Oh, we know.
Like Pete has to have his hair braided because his hair is longer than mine. And everybody's like trying to braid his, and I'm like, I don't know how to braid. I'm not braiding your hair. Like I can braid, but it doesn't look good. Like my mom, I don't know if
quit doing pigtails, and I think he's just doing it because nobody else is there to braid his hair. His hair looks so good
because he can't do it once in the back. Yeah, he got it done. Like, and when he sent me a picture of her doing it, and it looked like she was doing fishtail pigtails. Yeah, it kind of looked like that. I don't know for sure, but he was getting his hair did and his beard trimmed and he told me he only goes once a year to trim his beard, and he doesn't do his own trim. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna have to start going more often. Like, I can't with that. Like, you're gonna have to do that. And like, I'm gonna have to grow my hair longer. Like, because like this is weird. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to learn how to braid. I'm not learning how to braid. Go get your hair did somewhere else.
Oh my gosh, braid that man's hair.
No.
Yes.
No.
It'll take you 2 seconds.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so yeah, no. Like, what did we do without the tutorials? I don't know.
Also, how did you get anywhere? Like, before there was, like, MapQuest directions.
Oh, my God. No idea.
And you printed them out.
No idea.
How did you get anywhere?
I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know how I keep my dogs or my plants alive. Because, like, what would I do? Like, my dog eats something weird. Like, the other day, my dog literally overdosed on HeartGard, the heartworm medicine. Oh, yeah. And I had to Google it because I was like, oh my God, my dog ate too much. I called the vet, of course, first. That was the first thing I did. But while I was waiting for them to answer, I like was Googling it because I was like, oh my God, is my dog going to die like in 5 minutes or what? Right. But yeah, no, like what did we do without the internets of the world?
I mean, it was crazy. I remember after my freshman year of college, I was going to see your fave, Dave Matthews, for the very first time. And I was driving to just like outside of, well, we were going to SPAC, which is the Saratoga Springs Performing Arts Center.
Yes.
And so I was driving to Albany area in New York, and which is like a hot 4 hours away. And ooh. I had to print my MapQuest directions and just hope that I made it there with those directions.
But you know what? At least we had MapQuest and we could print it. But like,
when my parents were driving back and forth from New York, like when they were married.
Map.
And yes.
You literally had to have a huge map.
Last
and
map.
You have to have somebody in the seat next to you.
And a
you
magnifying glass to see all that
exactly.
shit.
So, but like, even when you had the MapQuest, you had to print it out. That's dangerous. If you're just one person and you're trying to read the directions on like, but when you print it out, it's like 10 pages long, especially if it's like a long trip.
Oh, 100%.
And you're like, which page am I on? Like,
absolutely.
And I'm like,
you had to staple that mug so you could flip the page. Otherwise, you were screwed.
Oh, listen to this. Okay, so I was just thinking, these children probably don't even know what what a stapler is. But while I was thinking about that, is my friend Amanda was at Auburn University. I don't know what she was doing there, but there was a kid. I don't know if she was teaching a class or what she was doing. She at this point she might have been like a teacher's assistant or a teacher. Who knows? One of these students saw there was a pencil sharpener on the wall. Like, you know what a pencil sharpener is? Like the one that you crank?
Yeah.
It was on the wall, and she was like, what is this, to the guy? And the guy was like, he had no idea this was years ago too. And Amanda, you can back me up on this. She was like, what is this?
Like a grown college student?
Yes, a grown college student.
Interesting.
She's like, what is this? He's like, I have no idea. And he was like guessing random stuff. She's like, dude, this is a pencil sharpener. He's like, what is a pencil sharpener? Because you don't have pencils that you have to sharpen anymore.
What is that company that makes pencils? Ticonderoga? Are they out of business? Is that what they're called?
Ticonderoga?
Yeah,
what?
didn't they make
I have
pencils?
no idea who that is. I thought like,
hang on, let me look.
Who was a pencil maker? Like pencils. Yeah,
I'm right. Ticonderoga pencils.
How do you spell that?
Ticonderoga.
Okay, I have no idea who that is.
They're these ones.
Ticonderoga. Must be a northern pencil.
I don't know. Probably. They're the ones with the green metal around the top by the eraser.
Oh, those are the worst. In the pink, the really like pinkish red erasers that like leave marks on your paper. Those are the worst. Like, oh my gosh, if you get an eraser that's not like one from one of the Bic mechanical pencils that are white, and they leave those like pink marks on your paper, that is the worst. Or if you get an eraser that has been like dried out and you try to use it and it like leaves like
it just like breaks off.
Yeah, it's like, but it like leaves like the worst like black mark on your paper, and you're like, no, I just ruined this. Oh,
I know. It's
God.
Crazy.
So, okay, so I was also thinking about this one thing. You remember when Netflix used to have to get DVDs sent to you, mailed to you in the mail?
I didn't have Netflix back
You didn't?
then.
Oh,
No.
so you had to like get them. You had to like get on. I don't know if it was on the internet or if it was like a catalog. I can't remember. And you would like
Redbox.
Oh, well, Redbox too, but they still have Redboxes. Who uses those? Who has DVD players anymore?
I don't have my DVD player hooked up. I have one, but I don't have it hooked up.
Literally, our computers don't even have disk drives. My MacBook does, but my MacBook barely works. So
I didn't even really think about that, but yeah.
Yeah.
I know. The times have changed.
No, like, oh, Lord, it's like craziest stuff. Like, who has a DVD player? Somebody the other day was like, I have a Blu-ray player. I'm sure Pete's got one.
I have a Blu-ray player. That's what my DVD player is, yeah. But, I mean, as much, social media is just so much at our fingertips. And I think the thing that people forget is that you can take a break from that. And you can step away. You can put, your account on pause. You can delete that app. So
But can you really is the thing. So like, okay. So for instance, Facebook, when we have our supper club stuff, it's Facebook Messenger and like today, I don't use Facebook. And you were like, hey, we've finished all of our stuff for the lake trip. And I was like, we have? I was like, really? And I was like, did I miss a message or something? Like, I don't know. She's like, well, it's in the invite. Like if you get off of social media, you don't get invited to stuff anymore. And that's the problem is people need to go back, in my opinion. If you really know me, if you're really my friend, you're going to know, like I have friends that'll be like, hey, Emily, like hey, check this. Because if you're going to invite me to something, you know that, and you're really my friend, you know that I don't get on social media. I'm never going to check that. You need to send me a message and be like, hey, Emily, by the way, there's an invite for you.
But I think that that's an okay thing to do. Why can't you get off social media and still, like, even if you have to have a conversation with, like, your closest friends to be like, hey, I feel like I need to get off social media for right now. Like, please, don't forget about me.
It just sucks because it's, like, only your, like, closest friends. But, like, other friends, what if they, like, don't invite you to stuff?
And then how do you really want to go then? Like,
yes.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I do. Because I have friends that are like out of town and stuff that I like to keep up with. They're not like super close anymore, but I'm still like I got invited to a baby shower for somebody, which is this weekend, or it was last weekend, and I couldn't go. But like, we don't talk every day, but we were really good friends, and we're still like, I still consider her a really good friend, even though she literally has like a
but how did that
10-year-old, and I've never met him.
How did that invite get to you?
By mail.
Okay, so there you go.
Which is what people need to start doing. Like, I check my mail.
But I feel like that's what happens, though. Like, I mean, that's my personal opinion.
I don't feel like it does.
If you're in, And, like, I know that, like, Aaron and Santana, and even us, like, when we, did the shower for them, we did everything on Facebook as an invite.
Well, we had to because it was last minute.
Well, correct, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think that the etiquette has changed to swap over to just, like, e-invites or anything like that. I don't think that that's how it should be. I do not foresee... anytime in, like, the near future anyways, that everything is going digital. That, if you and I got married, our mothers would never let us send out some evite for a wedding.
If I told my mom how much money we were going to save, she probably wouldn't let me either. Yeah, she wouldn't. No.
So that's what I'm saying, not in the near future.
But I'm not getting a marriage.
Well, listen, we're not worried about that right now. It's just, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel you.
But
yeah, no, that's the thing is, like, I feel like, so, and I'm just trying to, you can take a break, but, like, can you? And, like, it's hard for me. I don't get on it, but I still have it. I just don't use it. And I don't,
but it's
and I tell people, I'm like, I can't with it.
Yourself at the time, though, if you mentally need a break from it, because you need to be able to step back and not participate in that because of whatever might be going on in your life.
breaking from social media for the rest of my life. Like, only time, like, Instagram's okay I'll scroll through that and, like, look at random stuff, or, like, if I need to look up something, like, random, I'll look it up, but I do not.
But you're not really taking a break from it. You're just not opening the app.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about deleting the app, pausing, whatever. Like, I know for a fact that you can pause Facebook and just, you'll look like you're deactivated to other people even. And you can do it indefinitely for a certain number of days,
so do you
whatever,
think that,
but it doesn't get rid of your account.
For you, if you were to take a break from social media, would you have to deactivate or pause or delete the app in order for you to not do it?
Absolutely.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's just, like, a natural thing to me, I think, to I'm also very OCD about, like, the notifications on my phone. I hate the red bubbles of notifications.
I don't have notification bubbles. Like, nope.
Well, I can't stand it, and I have them. And so when I see them, like, for example, I'm one of those that doesn't file an email until I'm done with it. So, like...
You file your emails?
Yeah. So I constantly have one email that's sitting in there that I have got to use before August of 2023, which is a spa gift card. Why have I waited? I got this right after Greta died. Greta was my old, the original dog that I ever had, like, by myself. And that was in 2011, 2021, I'm sorry. And
it was a long time ago. It was 2011.
No,
okay.
No, it was 2021, but I haven't used that sucker. And so I have it. So I will always have at least a number 1 in my Gmail because of that, but I don't want to see any of the other bubbles. So
you mean like an unread thing?
Yes.
Oh, girl, not email. Look, but did you see my email when I pulled it up earlier?
No.
Right now, it says 166 on here, but that's because it's my something else. But, like, I literally have. You don't even know. You don't even know.
No, I don't.
And I don't, because I don't care. I'm not checking. I'm not reading it.
I can't help it though. That's just who I am.
I scroll through every day to make sure that I didn't miss something, and I have the people. So, like, my HOA is on, like, I get a notification if it sends it to me. Like, those are the things that I know for sure that I've got to check for. But, like, all that other junk mail, I'm not reading that, and I'm not checking on it. I'm just not even opening it.
I'm getting rid of it real quick just so it's gone.
Yeah.
But
so if I did that, I would spend my entire day on my phone, and I can't. And I don't know how you are, like, not stressed out to the max because of that. That to me is like, oh, that stresses me out. I'm like, if I stressed out over the number of emails in my inbox, I would be dead.
I honestly probably subconsciously am. That is probably part of my anxiety.
Right.
So, like, there are times where, like, if I have something that, like, I really need to get done for work, I'll put my watch on Do Not Disturb, and I will leave my phone in another room. Because otherwise, like, if I have, like, a few seconds or whatever in between, or, like, my attention is diverted, I'm going to pick up my phone and I'm going to look at it.
Oh, no. I don't have the Apple Watch anymore. I also have, like, I wear a Fitbit, but, like, it has notifications.
Yeah.
But I took those off because I do not want to be notified every time anything happens. I want to have my steps and I want to have my time. And maybe like sometimes I'll like, if I go out of town, I'll set it to where like my ring alarm it'll buzz on my wrist if the alarm goes off or something like that. But like, no, I'm sorry. Like I can't with that. I need to be able to put my phone in another room. And if somebody texts me or emails me or calls me, I need to be able to not have to answer it or look at it because I can't like, it's not, we shouldn't be on devices all day.
Oh, I agree. And
I would never get anything done.
Not to go down this road or anything like that, but I think like part of it is also like just negative conditioning from like toxic relationships and like knowing that those like crazy texts are coming in and like wanting to be like mentally prepared for that or respond immediately just to like clap back. And it's gross that I feel that way.
That sucks that you feel that way. Honestly, if that happened to me, I would feel like the opposite and I'd be like, screw you. I'm not answering anyone because somebody told me, because that's how I am. I'm like anarchy or something. I don't know if that's what the word would be, but I'm like, no, you're not going to tell me what to do. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm very like, don't tell me what to do. I mean, tell me like, look, but you can say, I don't know. It's a whole thing. That's a different episode. So, but yeah, so you think that you, at any point in the near future, might take a break from social media?
I would say no, not right now, because I'm not experiencing anything negative in my life by participating in that. Like, there was a point in time after a breakup that I had years ago that something really bad happened at the end. And, like, that caused the breakup. And I needed to get off social media because I didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
And so I did take a break for a little while, but I haven't felt like I've needed to do that.
So, So now that you say that, I kind of want to touch on like how social media, like one of the reasons I don't get on social media and that I don't participate. First of all, it's because it takes up a lot of my time and then I don't get anything done. Like, I need to water my plants and do my laundry. I need to like take my dogs on walks and take them outside and like be a human being instead of sitting on my butt that I do all day and looking at my phone. I would rather do that. So, but another thing is that when I look at social media, this is going to sound really crazy. Like I'm like not, it's going to sound like I'm not happy with myself, but like you see people and they're like doing a trip or they're doing this and I'm like, why is this person getting to do that and I'm not doing that? Why is it? And it makes me feel bad, or it's like, and it's not necessarily like people having kids and babies and getting married and stuff like that, because I know a lot of people have that like anxiety. They're like, oh, I see everybody getting married and having kids. That makes me like not want to do that. But like, like I'm really happy with my choice. But seeing people and I'm like, this person went on 4 trips out of the country this year.
Yeah.
How are they affording that? Like, how is that possible? Why am I not able to afford to do that?
Yeah.
What am I doing wrong?
I mean, it can create a lot of like self-doubt and envy and negative thoughts about, yourself and the way that you have, chosen to live your life, or even, body image wise too. I mean, all of it is can have major negative effects. And I think that you have to put the work in yourself to make sure that you don't allow that negative self-talk in and have it affect you, and it's easier said than done. Of course.
It's not, and I don't know if it's negative. It's not saying, hey, this is what it's a competition thing in me. And I'm like, why am I not there? Yeah, and I'm the same age as this person did this, they've done all these things. But like, I'm sure that there are people that think the same about me, which is, to me, I'm like, really? Like, I don't know what you're trying to get. I don't have a husband. I don't have kids. But like, I feel like I am perfect with where I am in my life. 100%. I love my life. Like, I have no like regrets or like anything like that about what I've done with myself. I mean, it went where it went and here I am, and I'm doing my best to like do what I can. But like, honestly, I just am like, how is this happening? Like,
Yeah.
it's competition, I think.
It is. But I mean, I think there's also something to remember, and that is the whole, like, what they say, Instagram versus reality. There are often times where you'll see photographs that's not real. That's not what that person looks like. There are so many photo editor apps. For crying out loud, some girl could be posed in front of a green screen.
That's true.
With, grease behind her. Who knows? Like, you don't know if that's real anyway. So what does it matter?
Well, that's true. But like the people that I know that I'm looking at on social media, I know if they went to Greece or not, usually. But yeah, I get what you're saying. That makes that.
I'm just saying, overarching, there is a massive,
right.
Like, you have to remember, and I want to emphasize times 1,000, Instagram versus reality. Whatever is out there on the internet, on social media, is not always reality.
Right. And maybe that person was on that trip to Greece and they took that picture and they looked all happy, but like their husband was in a fight with them or something.
100%.
Who knows? Yeah.
Or maybe they're maxing out their credit cards over and over again just to be able to post on Instagram. I mean, you never know.
Yeah. That's wild.
It's a day and age of influencers. And I think that has been like such a cool thing to like happen to us, because there's so much more information out there that is oftentimes perceived to be more authentic than an ad in a commercial, but because they're real people, but it isn't always, what it's cracked up to be. And I think that there are, some people out there that are lucky to be able to do what they're doing. And, some of these influencers, I think that they work really hard.
I agree.
They, are content creators.
But do they deserve to be millionaires?
Well, and I do agree with that. And
should the person who's like in your in your ambulance saving your life, like the EMT or whatever, should that person be making $30,000 a year versus somebody that sits and takes a bunch of pictures of themselves on the internet?
Well,
and everybody, and that is so sad.
But that's the world that we live in. And I also think there's a really big movement right now on TikTok, especially, that they're calling like de-influencing people. So a lot of it is that I've come across is like makeup folks, like influencers that are, makeup artists and stuff like that. And
which, like, so let me just pause you really quick on that. How many times can you watch somebody like put on their makeup? Like the same. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, really?
Yes,
I like they do. Like, it's like the same thing every time. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, I have been influenced by the makeup for sure. But they're, really working hard to what they're calling de-influence. So like they're picking the products that they have bought. And granted, this is their own personal opinion. Everybody's skin is different, all that jazz. But they're picking the products that they didn't really like, and they're, giving an honest review of that. So instead of just picking the products that they like or they're
that's
paid
still an influence.
It's de-influencing though. So it's just saying, this is my experience with this product and I don't think it's worth the money.
Okay.
So, I mean,
I get that they're calling it de-influencing because it's like somebody's not like advertising for that, but like it's still an influence to not buy that purchase, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I think I don't think that companies' marketing teams are going to look at it as still being influenced. I mean, it is a de-influence. Don't buy this product because it's shitty. Yeah. So, I mean, it's been like kind of a cool movement in a way to see, these people that are typically on here just talking about shit that they love or that they're paid to love, and coming out here and saying, here's this real product that is not paying me, in any way, shape, or form. And I think it's shitty. So you buy it if you want to, but here's my experience with it, and it wasn't great.
Speaking of products and influencers, I do want to talk about a couple of products that I got.
Emily's going to be an influencer today.
So listen, that is my dream job, is to be a freaking influencer, but I don't even know what I would influence on, but I do buy a bunch of like random stuff. So like, honestly, look, I'm telling you right now, I have not gotten any sponsorships,
folks.
I've not got any sponsorships. Nobody's telling me to review this stuff. I promise. Like, like we are not getting paid. We don't get paid for this podcast. Hopefully we will in the future, but like we literally, this is just my honest review of a couple products. So I recently bought some Skims panties, and I was like really nervous because I was like, I don't know, but I bought a Skims bra a while back, and I was like, ooh, I really like this. Even though you buy it and it kind of looks really small, like it looks tiny, and you put it on, it's like, oh, this actually fits. 'Cause I have huge honkers, and and I was like, and I think I ordered like a 2X for the bra, and I thought I needed like a 3X because my boobs are very large, and I was like, okay, I got it. And I was like, oh my God, this looks so small, but I put it on. It's so comfortable. I love it. So I bought another one of those. And then did I buy two? Yeah, I bought another one of those. And then I bought some panties, and I bought a smaller size of the same bra. I bought an extra large, and I bought a 2X of the same bra. It's like this curve, or it's I wish I had the names in front of me. I should have done this. Maybe I'll do it. I'll record this.
No.
So it's the fits everybody like scoop neck bra. And it's so comfortable. But the extra large, what was weird is that the extra large band around like the band around my waist, or not my waist, but like my bra area, is my chest is larger than the 2X. And so it didn't fit right. It was really strange. It was like too big, the extra large. Too big for me. So the 2X worked. I love it. I'm wearing it right now, I think. Oh, no, I'm not. But, and I'm not wearing the Skims right now either, but that's because I laundry day. But I bought some of the Skims panties the first time, and I bought some high-rise briefs that fits everybody, and they are so comfortable. Like they have like the fabric is amazing. Like, oh my God, you would die if you wore these panties. Like, I don't know. And then I also bought some these like Tanga ones that are a little bit more cottony, and I love them. They're kind of cheeky Tanga, I think is what they're called. And I thought that my butt, like I can't wear cheeky because my booty is thick AF. Yeah. And I can't wear cheeky stuff like that because it basically turns into a thong while I'm walking. But these actually worked really good. And I don't know, like I probably won't wear them with a dress or anything. And if I'm walking out for a long period of time, but like I would wear them with pants because they'll stay in place with the pants. But they were really comfortable. I wore them to sleep in one night. And then I got a thong that was like a high-rise thong. So comfortable. It's like a mesh material. So comfortable. So I loved those. I got that. I got like 4 or 5 pairs that time. And so then I liked them so much that I placed another order for like 6 or 7 more pairs of panties.
Stop.
I didn't tell you. Yeah.
No.
I was like, yes, I'm getting some more of these.
She was showing them to me when I was over here last week, and the material is fabulous. Yeah. And I haven't pulled the trigger on that yet, and I'm not sure if I'm going to. But sometimes when I stay the night at Emily's, I forget underpants, so I feel like I'll have an opportunity to wear them one day.
Well, so I have only had them for like a week or two, so I'll let you know, like washing and drying, like how long they last and things like that. Well, if it gets worse and I don't like them anymore, I'll let you know. But then also, okay, so yesterday, was it yesterday? Today I got the dress. Yesterday morning, I woke up.
Yeah.
And I got an email that Skims had new outfits or something. Not Skims, excuse me. Spanx had new outfit. And they had like a jumpsuit. And so I like woke up and I sent Sarah this screenshot. And I'm like, ooh, this jumpsuit is so cute. I want it. Well, then I start scrolling through the new stuff that they have. And maybe it's not new. And I found this dress. And it is like a long sleeve, what do you call them? A shift dress? It's like an A-line black dress. And it was so cute in the picture. And I was like, I'm ordering this. I ordered it. It came in today. Like literally, I got it this morning. I was like, how did that happen? No idea how I got here so fast. And we live in Alabama, so there's not like distribution center for Spanx here. Maybe there is, but I doubt it.
You never know.
Yeah. It got here really fast. And I tried it on, and it is so comfortable. It has like thick material. and it zips up in the back, and it has like this long like zipper thing pull so that you are not like trying to like kill
nice.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it has like this nice like red lining on the inside. It's kind of cool. And it has this thick material that's like, it's not, so Spanx, they like the Spanx leggings and like jeans, they really suck you in. This dress is not sucking you in, but it's making sure it's so thick. Like the material is like perfectly thick enough to make sure you don't have like any like rolls or like your belly button hole is not sticking out of your, and then there's like in the front, instead of the pockets having like two pockets on the side, there's like one big panel in the front for the pocket. And it's like a muff,
almost like a
muff.
hoodie sweatshirt.
Yeah. Like you stick your hands in and you can touch your hands together. But like, I think they did that on purpose because when you have pockets in a dress, they stick down and they kind of stick out. And it makes your hips look bigger. But this way that they did this, it kind of like helps you cover up that belly button area and like makes it like smoother. And then also like you don't have that bigger hip like stuff in the side. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's a perfect length. The arm, it's so comfortable, but like I haven't worn it in public yet. So I'm going to wear it next week well, I'm supposed to wear scrubs next week. I might wear this dress next week to work. So I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Okay, yeah, I want to know.
But yeah, no, that dress is
send a picture.
Beautiful. And, black dresses are my thing. But I honestly, if I had to go to work, I would buy that as my uniform. I'd be like, what's it called? Steve Jobs. And I would have like 7 of them. And I'd be like, okay, 7 of these, take them to the dry cleaners or whatever. Or hopefully you can I don't know if you can wash or dry. I'm not a pro influencer yet. This was kind of off the cuff. So next time if I do something, I'll have like all the names of everything for you and like
the sizes
and like all that stuff. We'll see.
I'll train her up, guys. Yeah. Don't worry.
Yeah, I can't be like
judged. Not that yet. I'm an influencer, but I watch them.
Well, I do too. I don't watch TikTok or Instagram. I do watch YouTube though. Like I really like Hope Scope. She's really cool. She's my favorite one. Oh my! That's goodness. The only one I have notifications for her because she's cute. Okay. So, anyways, love you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for being here this week.
Yeah, go out and like our stuff, share it with your friends, family, whoever. And
follow, subscribe, and you can find us on Instagram at ThickAF Podcast. And if you have any topic suggestions, FMKs, anything like that, go ahead and send us an email at thickafpodcast@gmail.com.
Love you.
See you next week. Mwah.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I have to go.
I don't know why it's so good.